Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Boomer Buddies podcast, where we tell it like it was and is. I'm your host, Rick Reed. For returning viewers and listeners, welcome back. For anybody that's new here, we welcome you as well. We like to cover old things here, all Boomer related. We like to cover old TV shows, old movies, old songs from our youth, and history. Today, we're going to tell some stories and we're going to play a song that came out this week back in 1970. First of all, I'm going to tell you a story. It's Memorial Weekend and I was out late this morning mowing my lawn and trimming. Beautiful day. It's cool in the shade, but it's pretty warm in the sun and it feels like you are totally alive. I was mowing and my mind went back to my first job as a 13-year-old. I got hired to mow the lawn of the Hochstaetters, who were neighbors. They had a son, David Hochstaetter, who was a teenager. I think he might have been in his late teens, so he was no longer mowing. So they had hired the job out to another person on the block, Greg Michelson. Well, he had done it for about 3 years, and it was time for him to go into high school, so the job fell to me. It was my first job where I really got paid. Mrs. Hochstaetter was wonderful. I really hadn't mowed lawns before. I've worked on lawns before. My dad's yard was pristine, but I had the hand clippers. We didn't have weed eaters then. I was on my hands and knees, clipping, building up my wrist, doing that. I'd pulled weeds, put them in a plastic ice cream bucket, countless hours of yard work, but never did I really mow. So this is my first shot at mowing the lawn. And it was much like the day I mowed today. So the memories flooded back. It would get really warm out, and out came Mrs. Hochstaetter with a tray and a pitcher and a glass with ice cubes in it. And there was usually something really good, a fruit punch or lemonade. It just came back. It was a beautiful day, just wonderful. And she paid me well. So that memory will not go away ever. And I'm thankful for that. And a little side note to that. After I moved on, after a couple, 3 years doing it, my little brother Randy Reed took over. The Hochstaetters were a wonderful family from in the block, and Bud Hochstaetter, Mr. Hochstaetter, was a World War II veteran, and he was quite the storyteller. All of those memories came flooding back. Now let's go to music. What was popular, say, the week of June 1st in 1970? It's a song I remember well. It's a song called Everything is Beautiful by Ray Stevens. Now, Ray Stevens was more or less known for his novelty songs. He had 10 songs that hit the top 40. But this song, Everything is Beautiful, was his first number one. Let's listen to it now.
Everything is beautiful in its own way, like a starry summer night or a snow-covered winter's day. And everybody's beautiful in their own way. Under God's heaven, find a way. There is none so blind as he who will not see. We must not close our minds. We must let our thoughts be free. For every hour that passes by, you know the world gets a little bit older. That beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Everything is beautiful in its own.
I'm going to stop it real quick here just to give you a little tidbit. The beginning, you could hear a children's elementary choir. Well, that was Nashville's Oak Hill Elementary School. And Ray Stevens' 2 daughters were a part of that little choir. They sounded great. All right, let's get back to it.
Someday, like a starry sun. day. Sing it, children. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. In your own way. Under God's heaven, the world's gonna find a way. We shouldn't care about the length of his hair or the color of his skin. Don't worry about what shows from without, but the love that lives within. And we're gonna get it all together now. Everything gonna work out fine. Just take a little time to look on the good side, my friend, and straighten it out in your mind. And everything is beautiful in its own way. Like the starry summer night or snow-covered winter's day. Sing it, children. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. Under God's heaven, the world's gonna find a way. One more time. Everything is beautiful. Like the starry summer night or snow-covered winter's day.
There you have it. Everything is beautiful. Ray Stevens, number one. What a great song. Great message. Still goes true today. Ray Stevens was more or less known for his novelty songs. He had 10 songs that hit the top 40. But this song, Everything is Beautiful, was his first number one. And then in April, number one, a song called The Streak. And that kind of set off a craze. I know in our high school, we had one of our wrestlers ran through the outfield at a district playoff game when we were playing baseball. I was on deck. And then in May of 1975, he had a song called Misty. And then he had a song in 1977, In the Mood, the Hen House 5+2. He was credited to. So Ray Stevens, what were you doing June 1st, 1970? Let me know. Comment below if you're watching on YouTube. And go ahead and email me, myboomerbuddies4@gmail.com if you're listening on Spotify or Buzzsprout. There you go. I was enjoying the weather back then, 13 years old, God's green earth, and I was just mowing a little bit of it. Seemed like a big yard at the time with some great neighbors, Bachman's to the right, just good neighbors. And that memory being outside, breathing the fresh air reminded me of the first job. You know, a little sweat equity. You get a $5 bill after you mow this huge lawn, and you had refreshments served by one of the best neighbors in the neighborhood. Good memories, good memories. Makes you really feel alive when you're out there doing that. Give me your memories of your first job. Was it mowing a lawn? Were you a waiter, a waitress? Were you a grocery carryout? I did that too. Just let me know. I'm real curious. What was your first job, you boomers out there? And if you're not a boomer and you're watching, tell me what you did as well. And what song reminds you of that job you did? If you have music as the soundtrack of your life, maybe that's embedded in your brain and you can remember what you were doing when that song was popular. All right. You boomers out there, no matter if you were born in the 40s, 50s, 60s, we all have memories that we can go back to and share. And I want to hear from you. Be nice to this old guy. For my Boomer Buddies podcast, I'm Rick Reed. We celebrated the number one song in June of 1970, June 1 to be exact. Everything is Beautiful by Ray Stevens. Very talented guy. You could have seen him on the Andy Williams show, and he had his own show. And he did some appearances on Music Country as well. The great Ray Stevens. Glad we could visit him today. Until next time, Rick Reed for my Boomer Buddies podcast. We'll see you around the block.